Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie must weigh up how to stay visible after Andrew downfall, with Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie reportedly struggling with the aftermath of their parents' recent scandals in connection to Jeffrey Epstein. They are trying to find the perfect balance of showing up for the firm, while retreating from public life elsewhere. Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie must weigh up how to stay visible within the royal family, while also taking a step back from public events, according to a royal expert. The daughters of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson have been lying low since their parents announced they would relinquish their royal titles, including that of Duke and Duchess of York, amid the string of scandals that tie Andrew and Fergie to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. They have also long stood by their father, even in the wake of Virginia Giuffre's posthumous memoir being released, in which she reiterated claims she was trafficked to the prince by Epstein. Andrew has strenuously denied these claims. After the announcement that Andrew and Fergie were handing back their titles, Beatrice was spotted looking forlorn as he drove into the Royal Lodge, where her parents have lived since 2008, while Eugenie steered clear. In the hours after the announcement was shared, Beatrice and Eugenie cancelled their scheduled appearance at the British Museum's inaugural Pink Ball, which was aiming to mirror the famous Met Gala event in New York, to not draw attention to their parents' plight. Now, a royal expert has suggested that in order for Beatrice and Eugenie to continue their work and not be tarred with the same brush as their parents, they need to continue to maintain a low profile, while not shying away from events with the royal family, such as Christmas at Sandringham. Richard Fitzwilliams told GB News, "It's entirely significant from a public relations point of view. Of course, it's important to be seen with the royal family at Christmas. They're happily married, they've got careers, and they've done a certain amount of charitable work. Booty can't see that increasing at the moment, because they were doing a bit more before. They've got to handle things. It's impossible for them, and one does sympathize, but we don't know what's coming out in all these files." The royal commentator went on to reference Princess Beatrice's involvement with preparations for Prince Andrew's infamous 2019 Newsnight interview, saying, "Beatrice, for example, was involved with Newsnight. It is very difficult. In terms of protecting their own images and reputations in the eyes of the public," Fitzwilliams said, "I'd have thought being with the royal family was the best for them. What King Charles decides to do, and whether he invites them, I don't know. They might decide to quietly be with their husbands' families. If they spend it with, or were known to spend it with, the Yorks, people would draw their own conclusions." Royal expert Jenny Bond echoed the sentiment, telling the Mirror that the princesses would face a huge test of loyalty as they make their plans for where to spend the festive season. She said, "Beatrice and Eugenie must be so conflicted. The king has made it clear that they are still welcome at family events such as Christmas. Charles and William have always been fond of them and don't want to see them suffer. But the girls obviously love their parents, and it must be hard to witness the onslaught and public humiliation of both of them. It seems they are already trying to keep a low profile, and I don't blame them. I have never thought that they were going to be given official roles as working royals, but I think this latest crisis has finally closed the door on that possibility."